Okay. So ETL, right? So ETL stands for extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. So in order to achieve this, we are having a lot of things in the market, lot of tools in the market. So like SSIS, Ab Initio, Informatica, or some other. Okay. So why Ab Initio? Okay. So why Ab Initio? So Ab Initio is having its role because of its parallelism. Okay. Because of its parallelism, we are having its role in the market. So Ab Initio supports three kinds of parallelism. Okay, so that is like pipeline parallelism. Okay, pipeline parallelism as first, and second thing like component parallelism. Third thing is like data parallelism. Okay, so usually in the market, these two parallelisms are common across a few tools. Okay, but while coming to the Ab Initio, we are having a parallelism called data parallelism. It enables the flow. It enables the flow as multi-way. So let me think. I will give some example like I'm have a overhead water tank. Okay, so if I want to evacuate that water tank with a single pipeline, okay, that is taking like 1 hour, like 60 minutes. Okay, so but in order to make it fast, work should be done fast. I have introduced some other pipeline like 2. So in that case, how many minutes? Right, that will be divided by 2. That will be like 30 minutes. Right. In the same way, if I want to introduce another pipeline, right? So in that case, that will be 20 minutes. If we introduce another pipeline, like fourth pipeline, right? That will be taken 15 minutes. So initially, the work done 60 minutes. Now that is happening with 15 minutes only. So why we have introduced some pipeline there. So here also, with the help of data pipeline, with the help of data parallelism, right, we can achieve the performance in the same way. So how to achieve, what to achieve, right, that things we will cover in the main content. So in order to achieve that, we will be using the partition and departition components. Okay, so Ab Initio is having few more products. Ab Initio, right? So usually Ab Initio developer means that comes under GDE. Okay, that comes under GDE. So Ab Initio products, we are having a lot of products, around 5 to 6 products are there. Okay, so products like GDE, Control Center, Express IT, ACE, MDM. Okay, so in this way we are having few products. Okay, so usually if we get a call for Ab Initio developer, right, so that is nothing for the GDE. Okay, so these are like supporting tools, whatever other than GDE, whatever there, right? So these are like supporting tools. They may used in the project, they may not be used in the project. Okay, in my last project, I have used only GDE and some other tools like CA7. Okay, for scheduling. Okay, but in my present project, I need to use these three. Okay, that depends upon the project. So as part of the content, we will be going through each and every component with the GDE. So GDE stands for graphical development environment. Okay, so why Ab Initio, right? Why Ab Initio, right? Because of its parallelism, we're having its role in the market, and moreover, products given by them are different, and that depends upon the project. So it's a project specific. As I mentioned, right, I'm using these three in the present project. In my previous project, I got only this one and conductivity. One more thing also like conductivity. Okay, conductivity. So different products are there. Okay, depends upon the role. Okay, I mean depending upon the project, we'll be using these things. Okay, so let me show you architecture. So how does the ab initio works? So what does it require to work? Okay, so in the ab initio, mainly we are having three things. Okay, so let me explain you what is what. Okay, so first thing we can tell as GD. Second one is we can tell as cooperating system. So we can call it as co-op. Okay, third thing is the EME. Okay, let me explain you what is that. So GDE is where we develop the requirement or where we perform the enhancement. Okay, so develop the requirement means we need to create a new requirement. Develop the enhancement means okay, so already code is existed. Depending upon the requirement, we need to enhance the code. Okay, that thing we will be performing in the GDE. Okay, second thing is cooperating system. Full form is okay. So for the cooperating system, what's the role? Okay, so whatever the code developed here, right? Whatever the code developed here, that should be executed, right? With upon some data. So I have written some rule, right? My rule need to filter the respective data. Okay, that backend thing will be taken care by cooperating system. It's like brain or a heart to the ab initio. Okay, so what's the graph? What are the data need to be passed to the graph, and filtering things, rejecting things. Okay, everything will be taken care by co-op, and visualization will be happening in the GD. Okay, so whatever the co-op is doing, right, that is from the back end. Everything, once the work is done, it again puts the data in the GD for our visualization, like how many records got passed to the component, how many records got rejected, how many records got passed to the next component, right? So that visualization will be happening in the GDE. So backend things will be taken care by co. Okay, that's the second one. Third thing is the EME. EME stands for Enterprise Metadata Environment. So it's a kind of repository for the ab initio. Like I have developed one graph today. Okay, and I have checked in some EME repository. Okay, that thing we will be calling as a EME. So day two, I have done some development and I have checked in. Okay, so where do I check in, right? That will be happening in the EME only. Okay, so in this way, my architecture works for the ab initio. Right? And any questions regarding the ab initio architecture?
So once you check in means deployment. After deployment, it's stored in EME.
No, not deployment. So before deployment, we need to put in some level, right? Right. So basically we need to deploy something, right? So in order to deploy something, I need to put in some location, right? That location is repository, right? So that repository we will be calling as EME.
Okay, so EME and sandbox is the same, because I heard word sandbox.
Sandbox, yeah, sandboxes will be two types. Okay, so private sandbox, okay, and common sandbox. Okay, so private sandbox for each developer it will be there. Common sandbox is where we will be putting our local things, not the EME things, like project level code who want to be used, right? That thing you will be mentioning is there. So here EME, so this is only specifically used for history maintenance of the code and for the deployment also. Got the point, right, Trivedi?
Yeah, can repeat that one more time? I'm not following you 100%.
Yeah. So what's the role of EME, right? So EME, it stores different versions of the same graph. Like day one, I have developed one abc.mp graph. Okay. So and I have done my testing. So next day, my manager came back to me, Anil. So this requirement got changed, right? So what I will be doing is I will be modifying the graph according to my requirement, and I will be saving in the again in the EME. So day two also with the abc.mp. In the first day also abc.mp, second day also abc.mp. But here whenever we are checking in, okay, whenever the development is done, I will be putting in the EME. Why EME, right? That is that's for the history maintenance and also for deployment. Okay, so day one abc.mp, day two also abc.mp. But the thing is the second one will be the latest one. Second check-in will be the latest one.
Oh, okay. So it's more for versioning, version control.
Version control, correct. Version
Okay.
control.
Okay. So how you can differentiate, like, does it have any ID assigned on that? Like, for instance, the
Yes,
same example.
versions will be created, v1 v2, that kind of conventions you can see whenever you check in, right? abc.mp version 1 timestamp, so that kind of things you can see when it was checked in. So commit comments, okay, all those things you can see when you go from backend.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so any questions regarding the ab initio architecture? Okay, fine. So I'm moving to the next thing. So let me open the content. Okay, so what are the things I will be covered in the session, total session. Okay, so this is like demo. In the demo I will be doing like introduction and an overview of the product. I will be showing, architecture, parallelism, GD overview, and data manipulation language. So this thing I will be covering in the tomorrow session, next session. So different sources and record format. So nowadays ab initio able to handle all type of sources, not only XML, not only .txt, not only .dat or some other, or Oracle or Hive or some other. Okay, so nowadays it supports wide range of sources and targets. Okay, so while coming to the components, data set components. So when you're dealing with Unix level data, okay, in that case you will be using these components: input file, output file, read multiple files, write multiple files, lookup. And also one more thing also there, like a lookup template component. Why I have not included that, right? I will be mentioning later. Okay. So database component, if you're dealing with the database things, okay, not only Oracle, like a DB2, Hive, okay, whatever the thing, database, right? You will be using the same components for entire database range. Okay, sortings. So we are having different kind of sortings in the ab initio. Based upon the situation, we need to use the sorting. So transform components. So our major discussion of the content around 10 to 12 hours will be done in the transform components. Okay, why, right? Because as a Ab initio developer, my source will be available, my target also will be available. My main thing is transforming the data according to the requirement, right? So for that I will be using the transform components. Okay, so around 10 to 12 hours training will be happen only in the transform components. Okay, so each and every component will be covered clearly along with the possible simulations. Okay, so whatever I'm teaching you, right, that will be simulated and that will be shown, and I will be provided the document, right? I mean some material, right? There you can find few more examples. Okay, you can go through that, and and you can practice it in the software. I will be providing the software. So what are the things I will be letting you know? So validate component. So this is like see, let me think. I have received some data from the database team. Okay, database team. So in that case I need to validate it instead of going directly simulation with the my graph requirement, right? So I want to validate it. It depends upon the project. So some teams, they will be validating and they will be providing to me directly. Otherwise they will be putting some raw data, and you can take care of your things. Okay, so in that case, in the second scenario, I need to validate my data according to the source given to me or not. So let me think. 15 columns are there, are required in my requirement, but I have seen that 16 columns are in my source file given by the database team. Okay, in that case, I need to validate that. I need to validate the nulls, everything. Okay, so that things can be taken care by validate components. Okay, so this is having less role in the projects. So partition and departition components, as I mentioned earlier, these are very, very important to introduce parallelism. So as in the overhead tank example, right? So as of now my graph is happening, I mean execution is happening for 1 hour. So I want to decrease that one. I want to decrease the execution time period. So how that may be happening, right? I can be using some partition components or the departition components. So usually you will be using the partition components to introduce the parallelism. To introduce the parallelism is in the ab initio or in the graph, right? So how to manage that, at what scenario what need to be used, I will be letting you know in the main content. Okay, so if I put a two-way, four-way, eight-way, so naming conventions like my graph is operating in a two-way parallelism. I mean two-way pipeline or four-way pipeline, eight-way pipeline. In the sense, so initially my graph was happening in the single way. I mean execution is happening one after one. Okay, so if you put a two-way pipeline, right? So in the example I have introduced a new pipeline to evacuate the water, right? Here also same way. In the place of 60 minutes, now execution will be happen only for 30 minutes only. So in order to introduce that, I will be using the partition components. Okay, so next thing is FTP and SFTP. Sorry, FTP to SFTP from SFTP to components. These mostly we will not use. So if you want to put the data, I mean if you want to bring the data from production level to dev or SIT level, right? You can use SFTP from component. If you want to put the data from one server to another server, right? You can use SFTP to component. So miscellaneous component, you can say like generate records, replicate, redefine, trash, right? So I will be explaining you at the time of things. So these things are like advanced topics. So different types of parameters we can create, preset creation and saving and execution, generic graph creation and different components, rollback and the recovery mechanisms, performance tunings, and m_score commands, air commands, working with vectors, making and breaking of vectors, SCD2 and CDC structures. Okay, so I tried in this version. I am able to achieve CDC structure, but SCD2 structure I am unable to achieve. Okay, I tried many times. Okay, so some detailed material I will be giving the things. So moreover here, right, while coming to the training, when I start a component, right, like let me think like filter by expression. Okay, so how the training will be, so first, how does, at what time this filter by expression will be used? Second point, simulation. Okay, at what scenarios and what are the things we can take care by simulation, that will be shown. Third point is performance tuning techniques. Fourth point is interview questions. After completion of these 4 points for each component only, next component will be started.
Hey, Dave here. Actually, I have a question. So when you are talking about simulation, right?
Hmm.
So I mean, will you be practicing like in the GD environment or?
GD.
I think I talked earlier actually.
Hmm.
Vinisha, I know it's a restricted software, so probably we'll get a kind of a bit earlier version, but that's
Yeah.
fine as long as we're getting it done. So it really doesn't matter. But I mean, are we, so when you are telling simulation, so you will be giving us some maybe
Software.
files or some kind of,
Correct.
okay. So then, so then like some like tables and all will be like, it will be created already in some databases or like how we are going to do?
Yeah. So let me open the software. So through the VMware, we can access the software. Okay. So whatever the thing I'm providing you, okay, this is the software. So it does consist of SQL in the sense Oracle. Okay. So Oracle 10 version and Ab Initio 2.1 version. So this is 2.1 version. Okay. So this is a restricted one. Okay. So you are correct. So in the latest one, right, I am using 3.5.4 version in my project. Okay, so but this thing also, this 2.1 version also given by Ab Initio only, because if nothing was available in the market, right, how a new guy coming to picture, right? So that's why he only released this 2.1 version. So Anil, in order, so how can I know 3 version details, right? For that purpose, Ab Initio Corporation only have provided 3 version help file. This is the help file. Okay.
Yeah, no, that is I'm not really concerned about, because in my project already 3.2.7, then now the new projects are coming in 4 actually. So I have access to GDE and all. So at least I cannot, but I cannot develop like small in my home directory. I can develop some graphs and all. So it really like when most of the components are almost same actually, look and feel also. So as long as we are doing some practice and all, I think that should not be better. It's very little difference between, at least what I observe between the 2, 3, 4 and so yeah, as long as you are, you are helping us to do some practice sessions and all these things, right? We'll be creating some graphs with using some components and kind of, it won't be real time, I know, but at least some kind of simulated real time kind of thing if we can do. You can give us some practice sessions or like projects kind of thing, so that will help our purpose. At least that's what I feel.
Yeah, Buddha, correct. So basically, I will be going through a component, right? So after completion of that component, you can go through the material. Okay, in the material, you can find different scenarios also. Okay, so like null handling, that may be like one scenario, or for different requirement, okay, that may be another scenario. Okay, so different things will be there. So what is the behavior if I go for key as null for roll up or scan or join, right? We are having the key concept, right? So if I will be mentioning so like key will be null here. So if the key is null, this is the scenario. So depending upon the time, I may show it or I may not show it, right?
Yeah, your conditional component you are talking
Right.
about,
So
right?
yeah. So the different components. So I'm telling one of the scenario. So you can open the software and you can simulate and you can get some hands-on. That's what my concern. Okay. So the software, as I told you, providing is 2.1 version, and the material also I will be providing you. And the material will be like 170 pages for the Ab Initio and SQL level. Okay, not PL/SQL level. SQL level notes, everything will be provided to you, and Unix nodes and the data warehousing concepts nodes. Okay, so in the ab initio nodes, you will be having m commands, string functions, decimal functions, and air commands. Okay, a part of our regular content commands also I have written, and I will be providing it to you.
Okay, so only thing is, yeah, that's thanks for that. But only thing, like, again, I'm kind of trying to reiterate. I know this will have access to this software and all these things, but you will be giving, at least trying to, I mean, you cannot spoon feed us, definitely we need to do, but at least you will be giving us some kind of projects, or at least some, I mean, you know, some database and some tables will be there. So you will be giving us some kind of, you know, practice session where we need to do some joiner. Is that what something you are planning, or like how are you planning when you?
Yeah, basically in the notes itself you can find. So instead of I'm telling the develop this, right? So you are having different scenarios. For reformat, we are having around 10 scenarios. For the join 2 to 3 scenarios. For the filter 1 or 2 scenario. Okay, you can find everything there. Okay, so you can go through the question, and you can have the requirement done, or you can go through the answer provided there.
Okay,
So
but there is a like a
right?
kind of.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So we can practice, right? Because I don't have this ab initio access, but
Yeah,
I can get. Okay, so we can practice that in that.
Correct. So whatever I'm showing you, right? So Windows XP, right? So the same Windows XP will be given to you.
Okay.
Okay. So as I told you, in the Windows XP, you will be having the Oracle software. Okay, ab initio software, and ab initio help file, and Unix kind it's application, Unix kind of application. So what I'm doing, you know, previously I'm giving a Unix OS also, but instead of that I got this thing. So like, you know, I can get every kind of Unix thing. Like m_ commands is not possible, but general Unix commands like mv and cp rm, general things, ls-ltr. Okay, so everything you can find here. Okay, so cd. Okay, so all those things is possible except m_ commands. So for m_ commands, our ab initio software supports. So let me think, I have developed some this dbc file. So what's a dbc file, right? That is a like a bridge between the ab initio and Oracle. Okay, in order to get the data from Oracle, right, you need the dbc file. So I need to test that, right? So in the ab initio level, so in that case you can happen, I mean, you can test that one in the ab initio level, like m_ commands we are having, right? By using m_db space test dot things, you know, we can test it. So so even though it is 2.1 version, it is supporting a lot. Okay, only few functions are not available in this 2.1 version. As I mentioned earlier, lookup template component, why does not mention in the content, right? Because I will be giving you entire thing along with syntax, but simulation itself not possible. That's it. I have mentioned lookup in the dataset components, right? I have mentioned in the content like lookup, not the lookup template, but I will be covering it. So covering in the sense, so when does that will be used, how to make use of that, what are the commands, sorry, what are the functions we need to use in order to work with the template component, I mean lookup template component, and respective syntaxes, respective things or some functions I told you, right? How to write syntax for that. Okay, till here I can show you. Only simulation only I cannot perform, since it is the old version, 2.1 version. But the thing, right? So a simple thing. See, let me think. I have written some ABC column in my end. So you need to match it to your project level, and you need to replace with some column name what you want to work. It's very simple. Okay, only simulation is not possible. Other than that, I will be showing you everything. So for read multiple files, write multiple files, right? So that is also from the 3+ version. So I will be opening the help file, and I will be showing you how does that look like. Let me open this
So this access will be like for few it will be there for after the training also we can avail this that one, or it is only for the time period when we are getting the
No,
training?
I will be so one after one I want to cover. Before that, I'm getting a lot of questions. Okay, so whatever the things, videos, right? I mean, what you're expecting the videos. I mean, whatever the trainings I'm providing the screenshot, right? That will be recorded and that will be given in the Google Drive with access. Okay, lifetime. Okay, with lifetime access, and I will be providing you separately with the emails with respective materials. Okay, so whatever the videos have on, I mean, whatever the trainings I'm providing, right, that will be recorded and that will be uploaded in the Google Drive.
Yeah, thanks. My question was a bit different. I was asking about the VMware we are going to access, right? To access the GD and all. So that VMware access, like, will we have after the training or also, or it is only
Yeah, that is like full version only. Whatever I'm providing, right, that is like 11 version. So you can upgrade it. That's a full version.
So we can, I mean, my point is after this training ends also, we can go and practice there, right?
Yes.
So that access we'll have actually.
The software is yours when you join, right? When you have enrolled, right? I will be providing, right? The software is yours. You can delete a few components, or you can create your own files. Okay, and you can simulate upon your own requirements, or see, that depends upon you, everything. Okay, so I will be providing the software along with the notes. So based upon your timings, you can create new more things. I mean,
Got it.
like that.
Okay,
Nothing
last
about
question
that.
actually. I mean, I asked a lot of things. Only thing like,
Okay.
where is the app server actually? Like, because like in app server, right? I mean, where the graphs are getting executed, maybe I'm not going to, I mean, from a I mean, file, I'm going to read the its input is a file. So in that case, like I need to go through Unix, right? So from Unix, can I go to the directory, try
No,
to check?
here there is no Unix and EME concept. Okay, so this is a pirated kind of version. EME level, there is no EME. Here we are having GD and co-op only. EME concept, there is no EME concept.
Okay, so from backend, I cannot log into a app server to see my files. I cannot go to the directory and all.
Correct. So yeah, so this is the GD, right? Let me develop a small graph for you, okay, so that you will be understanding. So how does that will be happening? So I'm using some just 2 minutes. So I will be filtering that some data. That's it. So Trivedi also knew, right? He will also be aware of the tool. Okay. So as a data sets component, I mean, I want to deal with the Unix level data. Okay. So as the Unix is not present, like Windows level data. Okay. So data and the transform components, I am having the filter by expression thing. So we can copy and paste, no problem. So input file in the URL. So I will be clearly mentioning you. I mean, I will be clearly explaining you tomorrow. So what is what? So you just see the things, how the things is getting happen. That's it. Okay, so just now I have developed one graph. Since I am using the Unix level data, I'm using the input file and the output files, and my small requirement is I want to filter department data only. I mean, I want only 10 related data. So as a filter by expression, it captures wanted data here. Other than wanted data, that will be captured here. That's why we can see as out and deselect. Okay, out and deselect. So I'm just executing the graph. Okay, you can see the things like red, green, and blue. Okay, blue represents that is done. Green represents that execution is happening. Red represents that is failed. Okay, so you can see 12 records entered into the filter by expressions, and 3 plus 9, 12 records got captured. So moreover, my thing is here, okay, here right click view data, you can find the only 10 department number data here. Okay, 10 department data. So my requirement is like I want to filter the data for 10 department number only, right? So according to that, I can see the 10 department number. If you see here, right, other than 10s, you can find. Okay, so other than 9 plus 3, 12, right? You can see other than 10. Okay, so as I showed you the content, so all those components are present here: validate components, transform components, sort components, partition components, miscellaneous gather, okay, and gather logs and trash, redefine everything. So FTP from a FTP to deprecated, not required, departition, data sets, database components. It is different, compress components. Okay, so all these things will be covered as part of our sessions. Okay, so I have designed the content in such a way, in the basic level, okay, I will be covering all the components. Once I have done with the components, all the components, I will be showing you how to create a generic graph. So generic graph, right? So I have a requirement. Okay, if I want to use the earlier graph for two different purposes, two different requirements. Okay, so I can, if there is possibility, right, I can make that thing. So how to make use of that thing? Single graph to multiple functions, sorry, multiple requirements, right? So like that thing we can call it as generic graph. Okay, so that development, and we are having different parameters, okay, interpretations, and debugging, okay, and a conditional tab. So all those things, so which are not part of the component level, that will be covered as part of the advanced topics. Okay, and moreover, as I mentioned, every day videos will be uploaded to the Google Drive. If anybody missed the session with some personal issues, no problem, you can go through the session and you can come back to me personally or in our regular timing with the respective questions. Okay, so one WhatsApp group will be created, so we can have this discussion based upon the timings. I will be answering you in the WhatsApp group also. Okay, timing in the sense availability, my availability, I will be answering in the WhatsApp directly. So any questions?
Just one question on this software. So does it support Mac OS support this version?
Actually, this VMware, right? If the VMware is available in the Mac OS, so the software what I'm providing, right, that will be that can be used in Windows 7, Windows XP, or some other. So Windows wise I am aware, Mac OS wise I'm not aware. So in the store for Mac OS, is there any VMware kind of softwares, not only VMware? So if it is available, right, so you can use this software.
Oh, okay. Because I do have a corporate version.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we are dealing with the files, I can do everything on my corporate laptop. But the only problem is that while we are loading data into the table, unless you can show me some way to create a temporary table and load data, that would be helpful, because file to file I'm okay. I can use my corporate version. But
So,
file to table is the problem. If we are getting data from the table, I have a database, full database and everything, so I can get the data. But when it's about loading a database, that's where the problem is for me. Otherwise,
yeah,
I'm good.
Trivedi, so Ab Initio is having its inbuilt mechanism to create the tables also. We no need to create separate tables separately from backend like Oracle. Okay, like create table space, table structure space. Okay, that kind of syntax will be there, right? That thing is not required from the backend. You just whatever structure you want, right? The structure you can design in the ab initio level. And we are having the options in the output table. We are having the options create table. If the table is not available, the table will be created at the time of execution only.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Backend things are not required. So a lot of things we can do from front end only for ab initio GDE. So whatever the things you are doing from backend, right? Like m_score commands or air commands is not possible. So m_score commands are general things or some other things, right? That is possible directly in the ab initio GDE only.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so a lot of things, it is having a lot of functionalities here.
Okay, as long as I can use that and you know we can go through the training with that version, then I think I should be okay.
So as of now, you know, for the ab initio, we are having a lot of opportunities in the market. So what I mean is in the Indian market, I'm aware. So and lot of MNCs basically, as it is a tool is very costly. It is around 70 lakh to 1 crore INR. Okay, so you know so that is used only in the MNCs with respect to banking clients, and of course we are having Allstate as the insurance and Airtel Vodafone as a client and a British Telecommunication. So that's part of the telecom, what I mean. Okay, so and as of now, you know, Optum in the sense Wells United Health Group. Okay, so that's migrating from Informatica to the ab initio. And Wells Fargo also, that's moving that's code from Informatica to ab initio. And one more also there, one more, yeah, Bank of America also moving from Informatica to ab initio. So why it is moving, right, even though cost is higher? Because of its performance.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are having a lot of opportunities in the India also. Okay, so you know, if you go with 3 years experience in the India nowadays, we are having at least 10 lakh of package CTC nowadays. So two years back also there is no such kind of salaries, but now because of the pandemic, you know, there is no hike. So everybody is moving here and there. In India, I have seen in my company or in some other my colleagues companies, right? So my old companies, right? Everybody is moving to my company, to that company, this company to some other company. Okay, because of you know, so they have I mean, so everybody is demanding for 3 plus 10 to 12 is happening. Okay, so lab setup and system requirements, right? We need at least 4 GB. So I'm telling about Windows. Okay, so we need at least 4 GB. Of course, if you are having less amount of RAM also, right, we can adjust, no problem. So let me show you the things. Okay, so like this, you know, you can adjust the memory here. Okay, so what I do, right, I will usually putting the things as 3 GB because my configuration is 8 GB. So what I recommend, right, I will be recommend at least 4 GB of RAM and 2 GB for the VMware. Okay, at that time, you know, we can access the ab initio software very freely, fastly. Otherwise, you know, sometimes it may stuck. Okay, at least 2 to 3 GB is fine, and 4 GB RAM is recommended. We can go with 512 MB also, no problem here, but you know, that will be that dead slow. Okay, so that is not recommended. So I recommend at least 4 GB of RAM in your system, and at least 2 to 3 GB assign it to the respective VMware. Okay, so prerequisite of the software, I mean prerequisite for the ab initio developer, right? So if you're having knowledge in SQL is fine, no need of any PLSQL creating a store procedure, that and this. Okay, as a ab initio developer, we will be calling a procedure, that's it, because that's not our role or my role to create a procedure. Okay, we are having respect to DB team, whether creation of indexes, dropping indexes, etc., right? So depending upon the situation, I will be creating a, I mean, I will be calling a procedure, right, through the run SQL components. We are having components I mentioned, right? Through the run SQL, we can call the procedures. Okay, SQL is fine. Other than that, nothing is required. If SQL, if you're not aware of SQL, also no problem. I will be explaining you few Oracle functions in the in the regular content. Okay, regular content. If I want to show you without knowing, right, I can't proceed. Okay, so that's why I will be showing you whatever required, and moreover that respective SQL. Okay, SQL level notes will be given. You can go through the notes. Okay, so for the enrollments, right, you can get in touch with Sampath or Srinivas. Hope I'm good with the demo. Any questions?
So how many days it will be like? It will be
Yeah, that's like 20 hours, 20 to 22 hours. The content will be discussed. That will be Saturdays, Sundays will not be included. Okay, only Monday to Friday, regular weekdays only. Sessions will be given 5 days. Sorry, hour in 5 hours in 5 days. So timings will be like 7:30 a.m. IST or 8 a.m. IST. So you can have a discussion with Sampath, and you can come back to me with respect to timing, whether you want to go with 7:30, 7:45 or 8.
I mean, I prefer earlier. If we can do 7, that work best for me. If it works for you guys.
Okay, have a discussion with Sampath. So he will coordinate on this part, and he will finalize with certain timing. Okay. So usually, US guys also comes to me with the 7:30 a.m. IST only. So it depends. So have a word with him. So if everybody is fine with one regular timing, we can start the session with respect to timing from the Monday itself. Okay, we can start our regular session from by the Monday. So if the enrollment is done, so let the Sampath know with your Gmail ID. So I will be forwarding the respective materials, all materials and software, VMware, everything. So once completion of the content, so I will be handovering your interview questions and the sample resume. Okay, so like that.
One more question. Do we have a certification for this Ab initio?
No, Ab initio, there is no certification directly.
No certification. Okay.
So for Oracle or Informatica or something, right, we are certification. So for my client process, right, what they have done for the certification, they have provided a graph to me. Okay, before, I mean, immediately on the onboarding, right, they have provided a graph. I mean, not only one graph, he had provided 10 graphs. Anil, solve one graph for me and document it. So what is the resolution you have done there? Document it and output of the respective. So as it is successfully done, blue, right? So you have seen the blue. So I need that pic also, screenshot. So that have instead of as there is no certification for the Ab initio, they have done this work around.
Okay. So normally we don't have certification at all for Ab initio, even outside. Not
outside.
Not the,
Yeah. Okay, so any questions regarding the demo or any expectations, some other expectations you want to highlight for the training?
Yeah, just include your practical experience as much as you can.
See, yeah. So whatever I'm training, right? Without knowing, how can I train you, right? So all those things are project perspective only, but I'm matching it to my GDE level, my 2.1 level things with respect to data. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but just in case, like if you come up with the example where you have
Correct.
used this component, that in which situation, that sort of communication will be helpful as well.
Yeah. So usually, I will be teaching the things in the same way what you're expecting, because everybody want to know the real-time scenario, not the content. So nobody reveals the exact things. Okay, so I will be matching that thing to my level 2.1 version data, and I will be teaching you. So only changes like, right, so there I'm dealing with some ABC column. Okay, here I will be doing the same requirement with XYZ column. Only change is changing the columns and data. Requirement is same. All the things, right? That is like real-time scenarios only what I have faced. Right. So for some maintenance purpose, for every 3 to 6 months, my password get changed. My, in the sense, environment password, like database password or Unix password changes, right? So why at that time, how can I handle that situation? So those things, right, that will be given in the advanced topics. Basic training, right? All the component level trainings. So roll up, right? The roll up can be used around 6 ways. For 6 purposes we can use the roll up. Normalize three ways we can use. Okay, so that things will be covered in the regular sessions. Okay, so and the advanced part, all those things combined, how to achieve a single requirement. So different parameters, debugging. Okay, so everything I will be covered.
Oh, okay.
So any questions?
I'm good.
So I think we should be good. Okay, so I'm concluding the session. So in this session, we have discussed about the Ab Initio and what are the products and what is the version I'm going to provide and specific architecture, and if any specific explanation need to be given, and that also I have given. Any questions, something like that. Okay, thank you very much. So I will be looking for you guys, so we can have the session on our Monday. Let's come up with some timings.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Anil. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Anil.
Bye.